Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the matchmaking system. It has had some ups and downs, but in the overall scheme of things, I think it's going to be something that saves Fortnite for now, at least. Right now, we currently have a problem where Fortnite releases something similar to mechs, where you have an I win button, especially early in the season. And they do that to give the new players a chance. So what they've decided to do is introduce matchmaking. This time someone's new, they start a game, and they get into a game with similar skilled players. It's a really good idea, as long as people don't abuse it. We'll go into that in a little bit. As you watch the gameplay in the background, you'll see someone abusing the system, and I'll explain more on that in the future. So currently, matchmaking is in solos and supposedly duos this week. And I've tried some solo games. I've not done too well. And I think it's putting me in the next bracket up from my skill level. I think I'm very good at aiming, shooting. Most things, the things I think I'm really bad at are building and tracking. Tracking players I'm just not good at. I guess it's a skill that just comes, but to me it's the audio. I don't know, I can't get it as well as these other players that I watch in the World Cup. They know exactly where everyone is. It just isn't there for me. But I'm hopeful because they're able to do it. So we'll see in the future. But with me, I played 4 games. I got 1 elimination twice and 0 twice. So I actually tried making this video while playing the game, and I've noticed that even though I can stream and talk to people while I play games, I cannot go over features while I play games. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way. So with this, I've read some things, and even on Reddit, someone on mobile is pretty good mobile player. So he's good with the screen, and he's tapping and everything, and he is getting crushed. He looked through all of the players and checked all of their consoles, and everyone was PC or console. He was the only mobile player in a 100-person lobby. That's it, just him. And he's having such a hard time winning. And I get it. That is just... I would not want to be him, because I've played mobile and it's not easy to do. Some streamers are getting upset because they used to just play regular solos and get 20 kills, 30 maybe, and now they're lucky to get 5, 10, and it's very hard for them. You know, Cypher said he has really had to concentrate, and he used to like to play solos to relax, and now it's kind of like playing solo arena. It's like you got to gear up without the benefit of Siphon. Personally, I think they're going to add Siphon after the end of the testing. Once everything's released, I think they're going to do that. I don't know how they're really going to differentiate arena than regular games, other than just you get points in one and you don't in the other. So maybe they need to make another mode, but you know Fortnite, they're fine with making more modes. They've made so many already. I'm wondering how they pull the data for me playing as a solo player, because I don't play solos often. I just started playing again because they finally got rid of the mechs, because the whole time the mechs were there, I played 1 game and I was done. 2 games maybe? 2 games. So I just played squads all the time, or Rumble. You know, had fun with that. But now that they're gone, I'm starting to play, and, you know, maybe I just have to get up to par. It will make me better, I guess, or it'll make me frustrated and quit the game, which could happen to a lot of people. But at the same time, the new players are getting enough chance where Fortnite doesn't have to say next season, oh, we're going to release this new feature called Rockets, where you ride a rocket and you can glide right into someone and blow them up. Because I could see them doing that as equivalent to the Brutes. So now that they're finally getting rid of the I win button, we hope. We'll still see. I'm sure there's got to still be something nice and shiny. I think Season 11 is going to be a new map, but we won't talk about that much. So they have taken a stance already on smurfing. If you're not aware what smurfing is, it's basically you creating a new account to show you're a new player even though you have experience. And that is what video you're watching in the background. That's Aiden getting the world record using a smurfed account on a lobby. And you can just see how he just does it with ease. I mean, even going against people his own status, I'm sure he would crush them alone. But he wanted to have fun and go for the world record, and that's the way to do it. Go solos and create a new account, which actually got banned moments after. He laughed about it, and people are upset with him because of that. I don't know what your point of view is, because at first you're like, oh, that's cool, you're going against easier players, that's fun time. But then stop for a moment. Put yourself in their spot. He just ended the game for 40 plus people that just started playing the game, just got all their loot, got ready to play, spent all that time doing it, and they never even had a chance. I mean, how many of those people quit and never looked back? Probably at least one, maybe two. So smurfing is a very heavy topic. If you look on Reddit, people are very upset with people that do that. It's tough. I mean, people just get frustrated being on the top and they want to go ahead and go back to how it used to be. And they see that option, and when they do that, they're going to be met with a ban, because they either ban him for smurfing or they banned him for aimbotting for getting the world record of eliminations. I don't know. They also are saying they are adding bots to the system. The bots will look like the aim robot, but it'll have green, rumor has. Green pants to kind of show you the difference. They're not going to be able to drive vehicles. They're not going to be able to do 90s. Will they in the future? Probably. I think Fortnite's going to go ahead and use this to test AI and, work on taking it to the next level. We will party up with them? Not for a while, but they may have this down the line. They're considering it and seeing if it's possible. If you end up losing to a bot, you will go ahead and automatically spectate the next player. You wouldn't spectate the bot. And if the bot would win the game, it would just automatically go to the end of the game. And that's all would happen. They are going to probably release a versus bot game mode. So at some point you can go ahead and run through that, kind of like to Combine, and go through and you can get some target practice and get some ideas. And down the line, I'm sure they're going to have different levels of how good they are. And currently, bots are not in creative mode. They most likely will be at some point, but they want to go ahead and get everything else set up first and get them working in Season 11. So I think they'll be all right. I think the higher up you go, the less chances you're going to see a bot. I think it's going to be mainly for the new players, but it could also be for a top off for the better players, if you think about it that way. When like Ninja plays, he might only get 50 to 70 people in his lobby because there's not 100 people queuing up at his skill at the same time. So they might just say, okay, they got 70, let's throw 30 bots in there to top it off at 100. That way they don't know that there's not that many people. And also, they're still getting eliminations, and it kind of feels like the old ways because they're bots in the game. There's so many different things you can do. How do you feel about bots? I'm curious. Do you think it's a good idea? I think it's interesting. I don't think it's a bad idea. And as for matchmaking, I think it's needed. I think it's needed to save the game. I think they've been trying to work on it, and I think they wanted to put this out sooner, but I think it just took them longer to develop the information they needed through the arena, which is where I'm sure they've got all their data from, to go ahead and pool it together to come up with a good algorithm to make people be against skill and have even playing ground. Let me know if you're winning at solos, losing after the update. I would love to know more information about it. Also, what do you think about Aiden going through and smurfing? Think it's okay? I don't know. You let me know down below. And thanks so much for checking this video out. If you can, smack that like button.